Hey, I want to just talk about some home price stats that I've been tracking, and I know the housing market is so odd right now because the home sales are slow, right? We can all accept that, right? The number of people selling and number of people purchasing is really at a very long time low compared to, over the last 10 years even, right? You got to go back to like 2012. However, at the same time, prices are still appreciating. Home prices are still going up overall. A couple different stats. One is my monthly tracker of the shift in home values across the entire market. So what this does, it tracks actual value of all home prices. This is something Zillow does where they aggregate all that data that they get about home values in Albuquerque and then come up with an overall value. And what they're tracking right now is, and this was interesting, from February to March, they're saying 1.25% increase in 1 month. Well, that was a big jump in 1 month, but you have to, of course, in the totality, that's just 1 month, because in October, November, December, January, all of those months had slight declines, like, 0.5%, like little changes. But now again, we're hitting that spring. Home prices start to bump up like we see every year. And I've got this heat map, and you can see it on my Facebook page, that shows what home prices do seasonally, or home values, I should say. It's actually not what the sale price is. And just one more stat on that, Tracy, is in 2023, we saw home prices appreciate 6.25%. If we look at March of last year versus March of this year, because that's what the data I have, home prices have appreciated 7.2%. Now, it's March to March. So, my point is, home prices are still going up. Right. That's the end of the story.
We got a call just before we came to record this, Tigo, and someone that bought a house with us in early 2022, and they're relocating out of the state unexpectedly.
They are doing well. I don't know. I know the answer to, I know the end of the story, because if they bought then, they're sitting pretty.
House in the Northeast Heights, sort of Wantabo Indian School, Manal, I think, area. And exactly, because home prices have appreciated for their 2 years of ownership, they can move out of state and not end up upside down on their house. We all know about being upside down on a car, right? As soon as you drive it off the lot, right? They say it's worth significantly less.
Right.
Well, the homes, they hold their value, but, as they go up, the cost to sell, they're sitting fine, and they can do that. They're going to move back to the Northeast part of the country.
Yeah. Well, and there's a lot of that going on, and I hear that all over, is that homeowners, for the most part, are sitting really well. Like there's a lot of equity out there. Homeowners are in a very good position financially. It's the non-owned homeowners that are struggling mostly. Right. And that's the unfortunate part. I just want to do one more thing on the forecast, on the Zillow numbers, just so it stay on the same subject. Okay. No, we got off subject already, but forecast. So again, Zillow, just so people understand, Zillow has probably the largest, most up-to-date, most current data on every single home in the country. They know everything about homes.
Well, they
home
have
prices.
A huge team of statisticians working regularly to analyze the market and make sure they're ahead of the market on what they're doing. And so their data is pretty solid.
There's something I want to say about that. But first, so their forecast for the Albuquerque metro area, the MSA, which is the 4 counties, they're saying 3.7% this year. Remember, I just said it was 6.25 last year. They're saying 3.7. And if I was doing an over-under bet on this, I would definitely take the over. I think it's going to be over 3.7.
Right. Well, you just told us what was February to March was already 1 point.
It was already, just in that 1 month.
In that 1 month. Yeah, I know it was probably down a little bit in January and February, but still up overall for those 3 months.
Yeah. So, well, again, just, some stats there. It's just, I know what I wanted to say is, in 2005, 2006, 2007, right? When
the market was pretty hot.
A lot of people could see the bubble building, right? But we didn't have good stats. We didn't have good data. We didn't have the type of information and knowledge about what's going on in the housing market the way we do today, which is, again, one more thing that makes this housing cycle. Very different than that housing cycle. Thanks for watching the video all the way to the end. We appreciate you. And please click subscribe. We'll keep you updated on what's going on with real estate in the Albuquerque area and New Mexico, and of course, across the entire country. Have a great one.